Yo, what's up everyone? Today we will be covering the Shiunji Family Chapter 74. It's been a minute since I've covered this series, but I decided, hey, it's fitting because we are at the end of this very convoluted arc in which Shion and Minami figure out who their real mother is. Off the last few chapters, we have been getting more and more about Yamaguchi-san, the maid, and what her real identity is. The night prior, Arata and Kaname Shiunji had a meeting with the maid in which Arata found out the entire truth of the whole situation, which is that the maid is, in fact, Shion and Minami's biological mother. But she was forced not to speak about that and raise all the children fairly, right? Equally. But during their meeting, Arata had this whole long-winded speech, but ultimately he ended by saying, I want you to tell them that you are their real mother. And basically we start off this chapter with Arata thinking about what happened last night. And while Arata is thinking, Oka goes and busts into his room saying, Arata, dad's car. I don't know, she's kind of panicked, kind of worried, but basically something's going down outside. But before that, we do have a really cool cover page of Minami and Shion. I guess they're dressed up as magicians and they're saying, now then shall we reveal our secret. But yeah, Shiunji Family Chapter 74, let's just hop straight into it. We cut to outside of the building, and it looks like there's a whole entire news crew outside, along with this creepy old man who claims to be Minami and Shion's father. He goes and exclaims, I've been waiting for you, Kaname Shiunji. We get some murmurs from the crowd saying like, who's that? How is this guy connected to Kaname Shiunji? And then we get a little dialogue back and forth between Kaname and this creepy dude, with Kaname saying, you must be the man who has been shadowing my children non-stop. As this is a harassment situation, the proper avenue to pursue would be to contact the police and let them handle things. This guy's response is, I figured you were a smarter man than that. It's not like your kids didn't tell you. So long as you take me seriously, I'll keep quiet. What do you say to that? And yeah, right as he says this, all the children appear in front of the garage. It's a little tense scene. The old dude is saying like, yo, Minami, Shion, what's up? And Kaname goes and says, don't be mistaken. Ever since the truth came out about my children, our company has received more messages of people claiming to be their true parents than we can count. This gets the crowd going crazy saying, oh, that's their true parent. And he reluctantly is like, hi, yeah, that's right. And right after this, none other than Yamaguchi-san, the maid, appears. And this dude says, perfect timing, don't you think? You should choose your words carefully, Mr. President. Even I'm surprised. After all, she's here, isn't she? Their real mother. Crowd goes crazy again, and it looks like this is going to be the moment. Everything has really come down to this. This is when Bonri, Oka, Seiha, and Kotono find out this whole secret. And this is where their biological father goes and says his take on the whole situation, being that, guess that reaction means they had no clue. That's not the kind of thing I would have done without revealing the truth, being near our children for over a decade. I saw it on the news. At first, I thought it was just some bitch with the same name. When I happened to see her around here, it clicked for me. I'm not interested in all that though. Just take me seriously. That's the most important thing for me. And right as he says this, Yamaguchi-san, the maid, goes and slaps him. And she begins her speech. Personally, it makes sense to me, like, she shouldn't be taking this much disrespect from her ex-husband. But yeah, what she goes and says really surprised me, to be honest. I was not expecting this turn of events, but yeah. She goes and starts with, President Shiunji, I ask that you release me from my service. The claim that this man is my ex-husband is true. The full blame for this incident falls upon me. This is truly my decision. Please permit the termination of my services. So essentially, she's just trying to quit outright. At first, I was like, this is just her way of running away from the situation. After the whole secret gets out, the best thing that she believes in her mind that she can do is just disassociate from the Shiunji family. This shocks Minami, Shion, all the children really. But Minami and Shion's dad goes and says, you can quit all you want. That doesn't change the fact that you're their real mother. That's all that matters. And with the cameras pointed in her face, Kaname Shiunji asks the question, is this true? Are Shion and Minami your children as he says? Yamaguchi, the maid, is quiet for a couple of seconds. And during this time, she is reminiscing about the past, thinking about a bunch of different situations in which Minami just had like an innate feeling or intuition that she was her mother. But in the end, what Yamaguchi the maid says is no, that is not the case. And then we get a very sad, distressed panel of Minami. And that is the end of the chapter. This one was very action-packed. I was not expecting this turn, especially after the maid said she would quit. I thought, okay, she said she's gonna quit. She slapped her husband or ex-husband, and the secret's just gonna be out, and then we're gonna progress from the story from there. But no, apparently she is quitting, but then also keeping the secret of the family. Who knows how this is gonna play long term? The secret's probably gonna be out because there's already now the rumors being spread. But yeah, I mean, to me, this is it's just insane that this was the direction that we're taking. I mean, Reiji has an idea, I guess. He probably doesn't if you've read Rent a Girlfriend. This author is just insane, so he'll do whatever he wants to do. But hopefully we can tie this into the overarching story. But yeah, this is just a very explosive way to end this whole arc. We're probably gonna get a little bit of cleanup, but yeah, and damage control. But we'll see what happens from here. One thing from the previous chapter that did strike me was that Arata is also adopted. Or that was what I was understanding from the previous chapter. From the way I understood it, all of the children are adopted. Before, how I understood it was all of them were adopted except Arata, which doesn't really make that much sense now that I'm thinking about it. But that's what I thought, because he was like gonna be the heir of the Shiunji family, like the business or whatever. But yeah, I guess that's not the case. So we'll see what direction the Shiunji family decides to take. It is harem slop, so I'm not really expecting all too much. And yeah, I'm just a little disappointed in the way that things are going for the series, especially with the whole Oka interactions. I feel like she's getting a lot more screen time than everyone else, I guess because she is quote unquote the closest to Arata. But I don't know, it just feels like all the other girls don't really stand a chance all too much, if that makes any sense. But yeah, we'll just have to see. That's really all I gotta say about the Shiunji family. Same old, but a little bit more stuff is happening. If you guys want to see me cover any other series on the channel, please let me know. If you guys have any insightful information on this series, because why would you? Definitely leave it down in the comments as well. And yeah, that's really about it. So I'll see you.